What's up? It's your girl Hasina.
Y'all, it's Dr. Lanisha.
It's your homegirl, Dr. Love. What's up? What's up?
Welcome to When the Bras Come Off. No scripts, no chasers. This is the podcast where we say the hard things out loud.
Listen, we back. We back with another episode talking about the wild, crazy, wonderful, and sometimes messy world of life and relationships.
Yes, and just to piggyback, Hasina, look, we're here to keep it real, keep it a buck. We're trying to create an environment where everybody feels heard and seen.
That's right. And it does not matter what your relationship status is. Married, single, dating is complicated. Either way, there will be some gems in this podcast for you.
For sure. So let's get ready to laugh because you know how we do. Let's get ready to reflect and take some actionable steps. We hope that every episode y'all leave here with some actionable steps.
Period. Look, and we're here to do the hard work and the hard work together. So y'all ready to jump in?
Let's do this.
Let's get into it.
Okay.
Y'all, I don't know about y'all. We gonna talk about getting to glows and grows. But my goodness, this week was something for me. I am feeling wiped out. Okay, feeling wiped out, y'all. They done work me.
Bread. That's what happened when you get in that coin.
You know what I'm saying? I was just, for those of y'all listening, you know, we said we was gonna keep it real on here. My girls already know that when I get in hustle mode, listen, I get to hustling.
Go.
But what I'm going to do differently this time is I'm not going to hustle into burnout because burnout is no fun. And I literally had to claw my way out of burnout. So I ain't doing that shit no more. Okay. But yes. So my glow is that I'm getting money. My grow is that I have to make sure I have a plan to not go back into a burnout. What about y'all? What's y'all grows and glows?
My grows and glows this week, you know what? My grow is going to definitely be co-parenting. Okay. It's easy to co-parent from 1,000 miles away. Okay? I can co-parent with the best of them across state lines. But when you get up close and personal with that thing,
thing is crazy. That thing.
You know what? My grow is definitely honing in on some of my communication skills, my patience, giving grace. Yeah, I got some work to do. On the flip side, my glow is truly tapping into so many things that I had on my list, my to-do list, getting it done. You know, just moving some of that procrastination out of my life, okay? Because I'm queen procrastinate. I have been knocking stuff off, checking boxes, getting shit done.
Period.
So my glow productivity has been on point. Yeah, very much so.
I'm sorry, because every time we clap, this how you know I ain't got no sense. The song in my head, round of applause. Maybe make that. Okay, sorry. That's the first thing.
Good old days. Good old days.
Good old days. All right. You know, my grows and glows be super random. So I'm going to say my glow is I got through the week. It's going to be just straight simple. I got through the week. Yes, it was a long week. But my grow is, you know, I've encountered a new golf mentor. So your girl about to be even more snazzy on the golf course.
I love it.
Snazzy. That's how you know how old I am.
Because don't play with her. I can't wait to see the evolution of it. I ain't made it past the driving range, so please show us.
It's fine.
Show us.
Show me some things.
We gonna get this. So I'm gonna keep working at it. That's it.
We got any shout outs, y'all?
You know what? As a matter of fact, I do.
Okay.
Shout out to us being Black. It's Black History Month.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Black on black.
Want to be black in every lifetime. Okay. Shout out to us. Happy Black History Month.
Yes.
Yes. Thank you. Happy Black History Month.
Period.
Listen, I got a shout out
What you got?
for you, Hasina.
Ooh.
Because baby, I've been seeing them videos, okay? I've been seeing them videos. I gotta shout love out too. Cause I think it was last week or the week before you was posting videos too, Bookie.
Come on,
So
content queen.
I gotta shout y'all out, okay?
I'm just following your lead because one thing you don't play about is posting your content. Okay.
Baby.
You don't play.
Cause I gotta let people know. I gotta let them know. Come on over here to talk to me.
I love that for us. Thank you, Boo. I love it.
Yeah, that's what's up. Good shout out. I'm getting there. Shout out to the trailblazers. But for real, with Black History Month, like it's a good day to be black. Every day is a good day.
Yes, absolutely. Oh
Even
my
us,
goodness.
even us porch ninjas, okay? Just because we a little lighter, don't mean nothing. Okay, we've been out of style for the last few years.
Y'all gone, baby. It's over with.
Yeah, we got to style. It's still okay with the little lighter chocolate. It's fine.
Y'all red bones.
Yeah.
Shout out to red bones. We love y'all.
We still
We all black. We black, and I love being black.
Yes.
Okay.
Y'all ready to get into a topic? Or?
Woo.
Well, we all being black.
Y'all have mercy.
Woo! All right, y'all. So this episode, we are talking about dating interracially. Oh,
Sticky.
For some people, it's normal. For others, it's a hard no. For others, it depends on who's asking. So we're not here to write any rule books of what people should or shouldn't do. We're here to have an honest conversation about what actually comes with dating outside of your race, and to hear some stories, those cute moments, the culture clashes, especially during Black History Month. What is your interracial lover doing for you? If you have one. But no, for real, let's just talk. And I wanted to say this up front, that we're speaking from our lived experiences, not for everyone. This is a judgment-free, very nuanced, heavy conversation, and you can agree or disagree, but we're doing so with respect. Okay, so as you're listening, I want you all to ask yourself, has race ever shaped how you show up in dating? Have you ever felt conflicted or unsure about who you were attracted to? We want to hear it all, so drop your thoughts in the chat. Come on, if you're feeling bold, and share your own story. But let's get into this topic of dating interracially.
I got something.
Let's do it, boo.
I also want to add into the pots, because I guess I tend to stir it sometimes. I also want to add to the pot how some people attribute like success to dating or being in a relationship with someone of a different ethnicity. So, it's a thing for Black men to be successful and then want a, white woman, white wife, or, sometimes white men, want an Asian wife or even a Black wife. And sometimes it's about like status and about like the options available to you. So I don't know, like I'll say this, I'm gonna pass the buck. I had a Caucasian gentleman some time ago, and he probably needed a tan, but it's okay. you know. But I thought I was a fetish. I was just like, you don't look like you date black women. Like, you look like you far removed from, and I just kind of felt like I was just like, he was an older gentleman, he was a pilot, he had been around the world. And I was just like, is this just unmarked territory for you? That's how I felt. But I don't know. That's what I want to throw in the pot.
That's a good one right there. Well, I want to ask this to just get this out the way. Have you all ever had a racial preference in dating?
Yes.
I like everything. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Everything. Dr. Niche said preference.
I had a preference. I didn't follow that preference.
What was the preference and what happened?
The preference was the black man. I was like, I'm dating a black man. I'm going to marry a black man. However, I did not. I married a man that is Puerto Rican and Polish by ethnicity. But y'all done met Chuck. Y'all know he got soul. He got a little soul.
Yes, he do. Yes, he do. Yes, he do.
A lot of people actually do think that he's black. Like when I said that, I did a hashtag on a post a couple months ago. Like folks were really calling him like, Chuck, you not black?
Dang.
You're not black?
Because that soul, he got that soul.
That is wild.
I used to have a look, I went on like sort of a roller coaster because I started with the blackest of the black. That was the only option. And that went so bad, I turned to like, I'm never dating a black man again. Like I was just done with the race altogether. And so then I ended up dating outside of my race and being treated better than I had ever been in my whole life. But regardless of that treatment, the blackness was missing. Like in my heart and my soul, I just wanted a black man. And so then I ended up going back black.
Look at him. I went back black.
I mean, that's just the way it all unfolded. But my preference today is black, 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 black. And I'm so glad I have that. Although my partner is mixed with Chinese, he's black enough for me.
She want blue black.
Yes, baby, just made the cut.
Black just made the cut.
I'm just playing.
So essentially, you are dating interracially.
I'm just playing. I mean, you know what they say: if you got one drop of that black blood, baby, you're black.
It's in you.
It's in you.
I'm about to throw this out there. Although I think I can find any man handsome, right? Any background. For me, it's not even about a physical appearance as much as it's about how I'm like stimulated and how you make me feel, right? So if I could be comfortable with you and, we can vibe, like you saying, like culturally, if you can at least be open-minded and understand me, then I don't think I've ever had a preference, but I do think that the men outside of my race that I have attracted have, like I said, have been very far left. I'm like, there's no way you attracted to me, sir. What are we doing here? Because they weren't like, they ain't wear Jordans. They probably had on some Crocs. I mean, I don't know. I wear Crocs, but you know what I'm saying? But like, they just didn't have the urban like little twang. And so I just wonder, like, then I had to think, like, I think sometimes people mistake me for being something different. Like, you got
a little mixed vibe, sis. You could easily pass for being mixed with something.
Yeah, it's something down the family tree. But I'd be like, no, I'm all the way. I'm from Roseland, baby. Wow.
From the honey.
Now, yeah, that's all they make over there is black people. No, but I'm open to whatever. I just think like, and honestly, I feel like the more I've matured, the more my interest has shifted because I want to be able to have a conversation with whoever I'm dealing with. I want to be able to get on that golf course with whoever I'm dealing with. I want to be talking about fitness and travel. And I feel like that can extend across all types of boundaries.
Well, I have a question because you mentioned something that's very, I think, overlooked. And that is idea of us being fetishes. Like, we are indeed fetishes to other cultures, not just white, not just the Caucasians.
Yeah.
But is that a problem for you? Would you be okay with dating someone who, they had a fetish for Black women? Would that be a problem for you? Because I'm thinking on the reverse. If you, I don't know, say Italian men, they're usually tall, well-dressed, handsome, charismatic. On the flip side, would that be a problem? Like, shouldn't it be okay if you got a little fetish and you want to see what that do? We just here to tell the truth. We ain't no sugarcoat. I need to know.
I mean, for me, that means that it's, in my opinion, that means it's more sexually driven. If I'm a fetish for you, then in my mind, it's gonna be more of a sexual fetish, as opposed to, man, I've just really wanted to know a Black woman my whole life. No, you want to see this ass your whole life. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't been like I've really wanted to, go to a Baptist church my whole life. No, you trying to get some greens on Sunday life. I just feel like it could be superficial if it's a fetish. It could be like a little more on the shallow end. And I don't want to be that. That's weird.
Yeah.
Dr. Niche, you agree?
I agree. I don't want, something that comes up or term for us is exotic. And I know I've heard that related to Black women. I've also heard it, relating to other ethnicities as well. They're exotic, but I don't want to be anyone's fetish. Like, I don't know.
The birds over here, I'm gonna look at the giraffes. I want to see Black women. Like,
right.
I mean,
yeah.
It goes unsaid, but I've seen it. I've witnessed it, experienced it, the whole 9 yards. But I'm okay with being somebody's fetish. The thing is, it depends on where you are. See, everybody is not at the dating to get married stage in their life. Some people are exploring. And what kind of exploring are you doing if you got like tunnel vision for one thing and you only see one thing? I feel like that's a part of the problem. We're not stepping outside of the box enough to see what else is available.
This is true. When I think about a fetish, I typically think about like, a fixation on like a non-living object or something like that. So that's why I'm like, I don't want to be nobody's fetish. And where does the fetish start and end in the relationship? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's going on?
I don't know. I don't put a negative connotation with it. Like, I have a foot fetish, for example. Okay. What does that mean? What does that look like? I just love rubbing feet. Anybody's feet. Doesn't matter. I don't care.
Tell me about this. What the hell?
You know what? I don't know where you've been. I have always loved feet. I don't know. That's just one of my fetishes. So I guess I don't attach like negativity to the word, but I see what y'all saying though. True. I don't want to be an object that you're obsessed with, but
because you can't date no feet. You can't just meet a foot. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a whole human attached to it.
Right.
Like, the thing y'all also know is not just our physical attributes. People are also obsessed with our culture. Like, they want to associate with everything about us. I mean, who wouldn't? When you see past what is projected in the media, the realness of what our culture represents, people want to be down with that.
Yeah. And I got a problem with that too, because I feel like you want to be down, but then you start stealing our shit, stealing our swag, and don't give the credit to where the credit is effing due. Okay? Because the Black people are some of the most brilliant, resilient, and just dopest people. Like, that's really I just feel that way. And this is no slight to anybody else. I can only speak of my love for who I am. But yeah, I just think that we are dope, and I think Black people have done some amazing things and never really get the recognition or credit, whether they want it or not. And it's not always about the recognition, but we have been
Yeah.
just taught to suppress and socialize to, do and just keep doing
Mm-hmm.
just because. But I done went off.
That's all right.
We done
That's okay. That's
went
all
on the
right. I get
soapbox.
it.
But yeah.
Why do people
We are
get mad though? Why do people get mad when, like, I know y'all have seen it where you with somebody outside your race and people be making little comments like, oh yeah, or especially again when it's somebody who's successful and then you find out
Mhm.
that they, you know what I'm saying, wife or husband is outside of their race. Like, why would that be a thing? People be like upset. Like you
I mean,
supposed
piss.
to find somebody.
I'm guilty of that.
Oh,
I am. I'm guilty. And it's so funny. Like, this is a true story. I can't even make this up. It must have been about 4 o'clock today. I'm just questioning my son about who he liked at school and why he didn't want to tell me because the girl Puerto Rican.
oh.
He like, Mom, I know you want her to be Black. I'm like, wait.
Dang,
Like, where have I impressed upon my child that he was hesitant to tell me this? So you know what? I do have to work on that because love does not have a color.
right.
But the society that we live in is ugly, y'all. It's ugly. Let's just be real. Like you said, Dr. Love, people be really upset. And you have to think past just the attraction that you have for a person. How is their family going to react to this?
Mhm.
How are their friends going to react to this? So those are the things that concern me. Like, what do this look like down the line
Yeah.
before you start crisscrossing? It shouldn't matter, but the reality is that it does. And there are implications with interracial dating.
Yeah. There are lots of implications. Go ahead, Dr. Love.
I'm sorry, I had something else. But I ain't want to just, what about the notion that Black women are difficult, that they are mouthy, all the things, and that's why Black men are not interested in being with a Black woman? What y'all think about that?
I think, like, immediately what comes to my mind is that was a narrative that was like dropped off, a seed that was planted to support something that's not even real, because those same attributes that you name, men find it sexy in Latin women and Hispanic women, and they call it spicy.
Oh, I was just about to say that, spicy mommy.
You know, so for me, it's just like, I can't prove it, but I just feel like that was a seed that was planted just to shit on us more than they already do. The same exact attributes, but you call it something else. So I don't like, how does that work? I can't go for that.
I think that there was maybe one too many, or however many Black men that said they don't date Black women because of X, Y, and Z from their experience with a small population or a small number of women in this world. We can even just stick to the country, and that became something that they ran with. Like you said, Hasina, we're painted as the angry Black woman outside of like the relationship. We're already painted as the angry Black woman, and it's a negative connotation when it comes to us as Black women, but for other individuals or other races, it's not, right? Like, because any woman can have an attitude and be difficult, but why is it sticking when it comes to Black women? So annoying.
We're more vocal, right? And like, if we just use, I'll give this example because it was brought up earlier when Black men become successful, they go white, usually something other than Black.
Mm-hmm.
But how many times have you seen them dating those quiet Caucasian women, and then when that relationship fell apart, she took everything he had and didn't have?
Oh, she gonna take everything.
This is what I'm saying. But then me, on the other hand, just using myself as an example, I may have let you have it a few times when you deserved it, but I would never try to clean you out. Like, that's the part that they don't ever talk about. Though it's so much I want to say that I can't say, but I just wish those were the conversations that were being had. Yes, those women appear to be soft and submissive and compliant with all the things that, you know, you would dream of, you know, a wife being. But on the inside, it'd be something else brewing that never gets discussed.
Right. I don't know. I might try to clean you out. It depends. It depends. It just depends.
We've evolved.
That is hilarious. I'm gonna read a comment because I don't know if you can see them.
Yeah, I can see them. Oh, you're talking about on IG?
No,
or YouTube. Yeah, this one.
Well, excuse me. So, how does a Black man down or make a portrayal of a Black woman is negative, yet the mother is most likely Black? I mean, because
I still haven't figured it out. But I have an idea, John. This is just an idea. Because our households are the majority of the time divided, the dad is living separately from the mom and the children, and that mother is likely having a harder time than she would have, you know, in a two-parent household. The stress that comes with that affects your mood. It affects the way you parent. And let's face it, a lot of moms were robbed of motherhood because it didn't go the way that it should have. Typically, I know some people got the perfect picture, but most of the time they don't. So you may have seen your mother more angry than you would have liked, more stressed than you would have liked. It's just an unfortunate truth. And that's the only thing I could come up with where they get that narrative from.
That's tough.
But I just think they pick and choose, right? They pick who they want to label the negative, who they want to choose as negative Black women. Because for these men that are saying all of these negative things about Black women, they probably worship the ground that their mothers walk on, and yet treat someone like this. When, as we're having this conversation, I'm thinking about Lil Wayne and how he talks about how he doesn't date dark-skinned women.
Girl, he said that?
Huh? Girl, yeah, it was a whole thing down to in his videos. He wouldn't even let dark-skinned women in his videos, which is wild because one of his child's mothers, let me be clear, one of his child's mother is dark-skinned, but he also has a dark-skinned daughter.
Yeah,
he does.
You know, he do start that one song off with he love a thick red bone. You know, I thought he was just rapping. I ain't know he was serious. Long hair, thick red bone is what he said, to be exact. Guess what? At least he's style for somebody. I'm just saying. I'm just kidding.
Right.
You know, but
I want to take a moment to shout out our Instagram viewers. I'm not sure why I can't see these comments coming up in the studio, but we have Hey BB, hey Brandy. We have Ice Cold Papio 6. What up, Chuck? We have Lioness 82. I cannot see that picture, but hey, boo.
That's my bestie, Canessa.
Hey, girl.
And we also have Kalita Siobhan. What's up, boo? And Kalita said, I ain't leaving empty-handed, okay?
I know that's right. You ain't wrong, babe. You ain't wrong.
A little bit.
Now I got a question. Now it's not. I'm about to get this for you, Hasina. I just want to run it back a second. Hold on. because we talk about black men and their mothers, and then their comments about black women. So I know you said at one point in your life you felt like I was done with black men, but I'm assuming you was born by a black man.
Yes.
Maybe, I don't know, because you look a little mixed too. So
Yes, I was.
so do you think it's a correlation with the relationship you have to your parents, and then the type of romantic partners you select?
Oh, that's deep. You
Okay.
know what? I love my father so much. But it took years to arrive at that, because I think sometimes we take on the feelings that our parents have,
Yeah.
even if we don't mean to.
Yeah.
So it could. It definitely could. I
Yeah.
don't know. That's deep.
No, I'm with you, because guess what? My dad been in law enforcement my whole life, and I'd be like, man, F the pigs. But
So okay, exactly.
I love my dad, but I still don't like police all the time.
It's a fine line.
Yeah, for me, I really don't have a reference because I don't know who my biological father is and never really had a solid father figure. So that could have, added to who I choose as romantic partners. I know in my very first long-term relationship, I think I was looking for like that type of relationship, like not a father relationship, but someone who could guide me and who could, teach me the ways of the world, although it didn't really work out like that.
You learned a lot, but you learned a lot.
I did, because I learned a lot of shit I never do going into another relationship.
There you
Okay.
Go. Period.
Yeah,
But I did learn a lot. So I don't know. I don't know.
But I do think, Dr. Love, on the flip side of that, I think the way a man feels about his mother 1000% carries over into his relationship and how he treats his woman.
Yeah.
I cannot be swayed to believe any other thing. If a man don't like his mama, sis, you better tread carefully.
Yeah.
Me personally, you better worship the ground she walked on or walked on, or that's a red flag for me.
It is. It is.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this is my last thing. I don't know if we got a letter today. Yeah, them letters be busting.
You do.
I just wonder, like, if you decide that you don't connect with your, ethnicity, your race, your culture, if you decide, like, I know somebody right now that just feel like I don't connect with them. You know what I'm saying? This is my tribe. Is that enough? Like, or is this some shade? Is it some shade if you know somebody that's in your, matter of fact, y'all know who I'm talking about. I remember Rob. I was gonna say his name. Rob did not think he was white. He was like,
oh,
I ain't one of them. he didn't like some of the things happening in the world. So he kind of like,
true. But his ass definitely benefited from that white privilege.
That's what I'm saying. You don't get to pick and choose. You don't get to do that.
Though. He did though. And
straddling the fence. He was straddling the fence.
Yeah, I think he meant well, but yeah. Right. I'll reserve. Before we get into the group chat, did we have anything else? I did want to answer some of the Instagram questions.
Yeah, let's get into those Instagram comments, because I can't see them either.
Me neither.
Yeah, I don't know. We got to figure this out. Come on now, StreamYard. Don't piss us off. Lioness82 said, what if the mother was toxic?
That's a different situation. Okay. Now I'm talking about mama held you down, sacrificed it all, did her best.
But that could be a reason why somebody would say, I don't want to date anybody in my race or in my background because of my experience with my family. And that's why I was saying about Rob. Like, he was like, I ain't one of them. I kind of want to be one of y'all. He was like, what? Yeah.
You're gonna have to show us a little bit more,
exactly.
entertain us, and maybe we'll let you in.
Exactly.
Maybe we'll invite you to the cookout.
But you know what? For that viewer, Dr. Niche, my question would be, where do you find a positive example? If the only one you had growing up was toxic, what do you do to find that adoration for a Black woman?
Mm-hmm. What if you never do it? Should we even care? Like, if you decide you don't know what a Black woman, okay, find somebody like
I think
that.
I do care, because we need to preserve the race.
I mean, damn, I feel like
I do care.
We are humans, long as we turn into another human somewhere.
You're right. We are all human, Dr. Love, but we have different values. And I think we have a moral compass that can't even be compared to any other race, any other culture. I just believe that with my whole heart. And even if a person like Rob, for example, loves what we represent and who we are, somewhere in that family, they don't.
I don't know.
Yeah, well, here's what I'll say though. Every person was birthed from a Black woman. So no matter if they have zero melanin or a whole lot of melanin, life started with us.
And that's a known fact, and that's not shade, because we can produce everything, and others can only produce themselves. So it all started with us.
Yeah. I think that people can date who they want to date. They can love who they want to love. And it is what it is. Whatever your preference is, I'm not here to persuade you to do anything one way or the other. But there are some things to think about. Yes. I gotta go back to this, Hasina, when you were talking about my nephew not being, being fearful of telling you who he likes. But when we were talking about fetishes, you were like, keep an open mind, keep an open mind.
Yeah, so I did. I embraced it.
Yeah. And we've got to, I think that as much as we want to like really shield our kids from certain experiences in this crazy world, life is going to be an additional teacher for them. And so life is going to have to teach them some things. As much as mothers, we don't really want that to be the case. I don't know.
We got any more questions? The only thing I got to say about us having the biggest morals and values out of everybody, I know some dudes on 79th and Stony that I don't agree with. But I mean, I guess the bigger part of the population.
Yeah,
absolutely. Absolutely.
And Garfield,
they be wilding, don't they? But you know what? It's even with that, Dr. Love, yes, that's what they show us, and they're gonna keep drowning the media with that. The biggest savages known to humanity aren't Black.
We're going down a rabbit hole now. We're gonna have to make that a whole separate.
That's true, and that needs to be a whole nother episode for real. But let me go ahead and get through these, then we're gonna get to the group chat. Linus 82 said, or other positive female role models. Okay.
Yes.
I think going back to that. I don't know if it has to be a mother. Some people lose their parents as children. True. Shanira said, not only that we are mothers and nurtured, we were forced to breastfeed children that were not ours. Yeah, you got a little of us in you. True. All right. All right, we headed to
the group
chat. It's Black History
group chat.
Jim.
Group chat. All right, let's get into it. Hey, ladies, I'm a Black woman dating a white man. Yes, we love each other, but I'm feeling conflicted. His family is polite but distant, and his friends sometimes make jokes that leave me feeling uncomfortable. He says they don't mean harm, but it still hurts. I don't want to be overly sensitive, but I also don't want to ignore the red flags. How do I navigate this relationship without ruining it? Okay.
Can you
First,
run that back for me? Run that back for me.
we got to hear it.
No, I heard it, but I don't think I'm comprehending it.
Okay. I'll restate. She's a black woman dating a black man. No, black woman dating a white man.
Mm-hmm.
They love each other, but she's feeling conflicted because his family is polite, but they're distant.
Mm-hmm.
His friends make jokes that leave her feeling uncomfortable. She says that he tells her, oh, they don't mean any harm. Don't worry about it. He's minimizing the jokes. Mm-hmm. So she doesn't know if she's being overly sensitive. Is she ignoring the red flags? How does she navigate it without ruining the relationship? So immediately, no. Your feelings are valid off the rip, but the impact that it's having on you, I feel like it's a hard no because he is supposed to protect you.
Yeah.
So if he's not advocating for you when these jokes are being made or when his family is being distant, then he's complicit. I don't feel like with this situation, there is an in-between, because if me and my partner are at Christmas dinner and they making jokes, he need to shut the shit down immediately. So are you being overly sensitive? No, I don't think so. And you have to pay attention to patterns in these kind of situations. And it sounds like this is happening over and over. I'd get out of there. Y'all already know I don't play that shit. So I'll let the doctors give some more, sophisticated advice. But for me, sis, it just sounds like he's being complicit. It's not funny. It is a big deal, and you're not being overly sensitive.
Right.
Docs, what y'all think?
I mean, my feedback is not professional. It's Friday night shit. Okay, but for real, because I feel like sometimes we get real offended when it happened to us, but then we do it. And I'm only saying that because my daughter brought home a young man that was outside of our, race. And my family was doing that shit. You know what I'm saying? They talking about he look like he about to come mow the lawn and all kind. They would say all kind of stuff. And I was like, that is inappropriate. Why would y'all say that? Like, why would you, I feel like sometimes it happened to us and we like, oh no, right. But then we do it sometimes. I don't think it's right, irregardless. I feel like you have to set the boundary. And I tried to advocate for my daughter. I mean, they was comparing him to different actors of his race. And I mean, sometimes that shit do be funny, but it's not right to laugh because you're not setting the right tone, And so I was trying to set the boundary. But I feel like that's what it's about. But I think people do that in their private spaces. We don't talk about it when they have.
You right, Dr. Love. Check.
Yep. I agree. It's not funny at all, and minimizing her feelings is enabling them to continue that type of behavior.
Yes.
For me, I want somebody who is going to protect me outside of this home. I mean, inside the home too. Protect me inside the home too. Yeah. But when we get outside, you better protect me against everybody. Yeah. So if you letting people joke on me or be distant or, treat me funny, I'm not even going to worry about them, because now I'm looking at you. And I'm not, and if it continues, then I'm not even trying to navigate this relationship, because I think one of the questions was, how does she navigate this relationship? You navigate that relationship by having that conversation with him about how you feel, tell him what you expect, get his buy-in on those expectations. And then if he don't, then that's another conversation that y'all gonna have to have. But you can't avoid your way through that relationship, because it could lead to resentment within your relationship with your partner. And if your values are to be one of your values are to be protected, that's not happening if he's allowing that. So
right.
Wow, that was good, Dr. Niche. Look, that's why it's also very important to take into consideration people's culture, because imagine dating a Jamaican.
Wait, that's a question in the chat. Can we ask it? Let's ask that question.
No,
Somebody posed that.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, can we pull it up?
Yeah, I'm coming.
And this is why this is so important, because, okay, I'll read it. How do you feel about dating Black men that are not American? For example, Caribbean, African, etc. It might be a little bit off topic. No, it's right on topic and exactly where I was going, because Caribbean men run a tight ship. Like, some things that would fly with the Caucasian man, maybe with a Black, just American Black man or Hispanic. Listen, it ain't flying over there in the Caribbean.
I like tight ships. Yeah.
So you have to take those things into consideration. And I think that my black girls be forgetting that there's whole other pools of Black men to date. So if you've never tapped outside of the American Black man, I would highly suggest scooting on over to some of them other pools. But that's my take. What y'all think about his question?
I mean, I feel like whoever you choose to date, you have to look at what the implications are culturally, what their values are, what their morals are, how they behave, where they are. Let me go back to this. Where they are with dating interracially. Is this your first interracial, relationship? Are you the first one? Do they know what's happening? Have they ever brought anybody else home? Like, having those conversations again about what that looks like, I think will help you in making decisions and guiding, how far you want to take certain situations.
Yeah, I agree. And a simple step could just be asking who raised them. Ask the person that you are considering dating who raised them, because that's going to tell you a lot. Were you raised by your grandma? Were you raised by both your parents? Like, that's going to tell you about 50% of what you need to know right now.
You was raised by wolves, just run.
I was raised by the wolves. Somebody had a song, Big Sean. Wasn't that Big Sean? I think so. Anyway.
Listen, y'all. Yeah. To your point, and so is that Kaylu? How you say it?
The Kayliao.
Kayliao. Okay, I was like, how you say that? Just to your point, like I was saying earlier, Redbone kind of got a little bit out of style. Like, I'll be sure, they ain't throwing pennies on the stage like they used to. And I feel like even within cultures, yes, it can be discrimination. It could be like, for example, I was watching, Pop the Balloon. I call it Pop That. That's my guilty pleasure. I was watching Pop That. And the people coming out, they like, I don't really like light skin. And I'm at home like, what is happening in the world? They come out again like, yeah, you a little too light. Like, but that joint was blowing me, because we'll do it within the culture.
Yes, we do. We do. But I think it's a fine line, ladies, like, between preference and flat out discrimination. Like, the world, somewhere along the lines, we became villainized for having a preference.
That is true.
In both ways, like, a woman can't say she wants a 6'3" dark skin. A guy can't say, he wants a light skin, big booty, like, you can't say what you want anymore. And I've never been a fan of that. I feel like it's totally okay to prefer something without discriminating against another thing, like beyond race. Like, it's okay to like what you like.
It is. And as the late great Bernie Mac said, fuck them. Like who you like. It is what it is. And I think that these opinion pieces or think pieces, we along the way, we have started listening to those instead of listening to ourselves.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. That's good.
Yeah.
Whoop whoop. It's time. We ready?
It's time to
ready?
see the wire. So this gonna be a I'm saying
Pull up.
easy challenge, but so at this point
My pen.
we do a challenge. It's called the pull-up challenge, and we basically take the topic and challenge our viewers and ourselves
Yes.
with something to either think about or just to kind of work on. So for this week, we're talking about interracial dating. Now, some people are not dating. You're either married, in a relationship, spoken for, so but the challenge is to think about, how do you view interracial dating, couples, marriages, and are you planting seeds of love, or are you side-eyeing? Are you making jokes and comments? Are you see what I'm saying? Like, because like I said, we be quick to get to the defense when it's happening to us, but do we have those subtle jokes? Even when you see a couple out, what if they not interracial? What if one real young and one real seasoned? Like, are we creating situations where people might be living out their love, their truth, their desire for their person, but we staring and we hunching? You see him? You see? You know what I'm saying? There's another thing too. This is bad. I'm finna go there. You will see somebody dating someone outside their race and let them not be attractive. Let them be overweight. You know what I'm saying? And so then it exacerbates why would he do that? Why would she do that? Why wouldn't they just be with you? Why would you? So do y'all do that? That's the challenge. And if you do, slap yourself on the wrist. But I want you to explore.
That's strong.
Goodness.
Guilty as charged. I got some working on me to do.
We all do.
Listen, we all
Always growing.
That's it. We all got some work to do. Before we head on out, I'm going to look at these last few Instagram comments.
Shout out to the Instagram fam.
Yes, we love y'all. We love y'all. Khalida was speaking in reference to the group chat. He's definitely allowing it, and if he don't shut it down, bounce. She also affirmed that you shut down the comments that your family was making, Dr. Love. Shanira said facts, because when I'm not around, you laughing and joking too. So you letting that shit slide in my face, you probably in on it.
Using the N-word and everything.
Right. Chuck said the Black women of the 90s, shout out to the 90s, define my preference as a young boy, LOL, style, intelligence, and beauty. Period.
Love that.
Miss Lil Bit said, and love who loves you back and treats you right. Yes. Chuck said we all have our moments. True. We do have our moments for sure.
Facts.
Linus 82 said, it's wrong, but I do side-eye Black men with white women only because it comes with an attitude where they insult Black women. I feel like most Black women prefer a Black man, but go outside of their preference. Go outside of their race by force, not preference.
I was forced out. So I agree with that comment 1,000%. I was forced out.
Right.
All right, y'all.
Wow. We arrived here so quickly.
We here. This was good content. I feel like, to summarize, I think collectively our thoughts are love who you want to love, and just kind of do some soul searching. Look at yourself. I mean, we've heard this before over and over, but at the same time, we still do it. And I'm gonna say I've been guilty. Not if you with somebody from the opposite, not the opposite sex, but that too. But someone outside of your race. Like, I don't really care, but I'm guilty. If they, not so attractive, I'd be confused. Like, what you do that for? But that's wrong. It's like, but at the same time, what defines beauty? Beauty's in the eye of the beholder.
Yes,
I like a little, you can't be too cute as a man. You can't be cute.
You got to be a little bit ugly.
You got to be a little. You can't be cute.
Who said that? Glorilla, did she say I like man a little
longer than me?
bit?
You get a Manny Patty more than me. Wait a minute.
Your eyebrows arch better than mine. We got problems.
Too much.
Nope. I need you to be a little rough.
That don't mean don't take care of yourself, man. Okay, don't be around here all rugged, raggedy, and
it's a nice little balance in between.
Dang,
that's what I say.
But anyway, so that's it. We ready to wrap up.
Listen, thank you everybody, our YouTube family, our Instagram family. Thank y'all for pulling up and chilling with When the Bras Come Off. If something that you heard tonight sparked a little thought, or you know what I'm saying, you feeling like you want to pull up next week, do us a favor.
Share this episode and all of our episodes with a friend. Tell them to share with their friend, and then those friends share with their friends. Okay, we love showing up for y'all, so make sure you guys are engaging with us. And one way that you can definitely holler at us, let us know you hear us, stay tapped in with us, that's to subscribe to our channel and have a conversation with us. Tag us in your posts and share your thoughts. We'd love to hear from you.
Yeah, come through. We like guests. I say this every week. We talk all the time. Look, while you was talking, I'm thinking, y'all know I ain't got no sense. I'm like, tell your friends to get with my friends.
And the urge to say that.
Yeah, we did.
I resent it. No fighting, sis.
But anyway, come through. We talk all the time, so we want people to talk to us too. So if nobody is scared next week, okay, prepare yourself to hop on. Get your comments live,
For sure.
We talk back. So that's it. That's all. I think we done.
Talk to us. We talk
to me, baby.
Serenade us
out.
Serenade us out.
Well, until next time, y'all.
We are.